There's a lot happening with ammunition in America, and most people are generally concerned with the future of small arms ammo in America. And the way you resolve that fear is you stock up, you stockpile the ammo that you're going to need. So I want to take a moment and address, well, how much ammo would you need? If you were going to stockpile ammo, at what point you say, okay, I got enough? Well, I believe there's a very simple solution to that. And ultimately what it comes down to is I recommend you have 1,000 rounds per gun. Not per caliber, but per gun. Now, what I'm talking about is if you own one 9mm, I recommend you have 1,000 rounds of 9mm. If you own two 9mm, I recommend you have 2,000 rounds of 9mm. And that's really ultimately what it comes down to is 1,000 rounds per gun, not per caliber. So, for example, again, if you have a 9mm, 1,000 rounds. You have a 357 Magnum, 1,000 rounds. You have a 5.56 AR, 1,000 rounds. And I believe for the most part, you should kind of trickle a few above that, maybe by 100 or so for the practice that you have, because I like to have 1,000 rounds on hand. So ultimately, if I buy 1,000 rounds of 9mm and I shoot a couple hundred, now I don't have 1,000 rounds anymore. So what I'm getting at is kind of always restock your practice ammo, but keep that stockpile alone. So if you have 1,000 rounds of 9mm and getting ready to go out shooting, I recommend you go buy a box of 50 or 100, then go shooting. Or replenish it, take off the old, replenish it with the new. This is a critical piece. Now, I'm also going to say, store your ammo correctly. If you're stockpiling ammo, store it correctly. You want to kind of keep it much like you'd keep a bottle of wine, kind of in a cold, well, not freezing cold, but like cave temperature, so to say. Like a cave's a great place to keep ammo because it's always the same temperature. You want to keep it in a moderately cool, kind of like about a 68 degree. If you fluctuate hot, cold, like for example, at times I've kept ammo in my garage and it get like 100 degrees in the garage and it gets like 30 degrees in the garage. Don't do that. It's that fluctuation of hot and cold that's going to ruin your ammo. Obviously don't keep it somewhere where it's moist. So, keep it somewhere in like, my house is always about 69 degrees, so I keep it in places in my house that's dark, that kind of thing. So there you go. How much ammo do you need to stockpile? I believe you need 1,000 rounds per gun, not per caliber, but per gun. Keep it in a moderately cool area that doesn't fluctuate in temperature. Keep it dry. There you go, 1,000 rounds per gun. Any thoughts or insight, definitely put that below. Would like to take a moment and say that most people watch this channel, they're not subscribers. Please hit that subscribe button. It greatly increases the algorithm and our ability to get these messages out. The most important part of this channel, we take prayer requests. So please don't ever hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.